guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we have another question called height of binary tree from HackerRank, and I have mentioned the link in the description. So make sure you code the question after you're done with the video. So let's now get started with the explanation with an example. So here's the sample input which is given in the question. So now the question says the height of this binary tree is 3, which means that if there is a single node, suppose if there's a single node, then the height of this will be 0. So exactly, so if it is if the height of one node is 0, then the height of two nodes will be 1. So basically what they mean to say is the number of edges are counted. That is, this example here has one edge, that is one line in between. Similarly, something like this has two edges, so the height is equal to 2. Now in this example, this has three edges, that is 1, 2 and 3. So I have to return the maximum height possible. So from the right side it's 3 and from the left side it's 2. So the maximum here is 3 and that will be our height. So let me clear this. So let us now look at the code, and then we'll do the dry run for better understanding. So the code here is, this is the function int height. If the root is null, we'll return -1. Then we will be making two variables, int left and int right. So left will store the height of the left part of the tree, that is which is the left side, the left children. The height returned from that part will be stored in int left, and similarly the height returned from the right part will be stored in int right. And once these two variables are ready, we have to find the maximum of both left and right. So I hope this code was clear, and let's now dry run this. So here's a simple key that I have mentioned. So basically this is a huge dry run visualization, so it's better that you know these two. That is, the numbers on top of each box is these are the numbers which will be returned. These are basically the maximum of the left and right found in that particular block. So that particular number will be returned to the previous one. That is the significance, and along with that number there will be a colored arrow. So that colored arrow will signify that whether that number should be stored in left or right of the previous block. Basically, that number is for the left or for the right of the previous block. So this will be more clear as we proceed. So firstly, our root is equal to 3. So our root is equal to 3. Next we have left is equal to height, root left plus 1. So now we have called our recursive function here. So as soon as this is called, we'll move to the next block. So root left, that is the left child of 3, which is 2. So now root is equal to 2, left is equal to height, root left plus 1. Again, recursive function height was called, and will immediately move to the next block. Do not follow the green or the pink areas. That is not what I'm covering right now. Please follow the one that is written in white. So now here root is equal to 1. Since the left child of 2 is 1, so root is equal to 1. So left is equal to height root left plus 1. Now here we see that there is no left child of 1. So this will return minus 1, because that is what our condition says here, that is return minus 1. Once that happens, minus 1 plus 1 will be 0. So left will be 0 in this case, as I have written here. So that is very clear that left will be 0. Now once that is done, we'll move on to the next part, which this means that this step is fully completed in this particular block. So we can resume our code from here. So right is equal to height root right plus 1. Now since there is no right child as well, this will also return minus 1. So minus 1 plus 1 is equal to 0. So even right is equal to 0. So both left and right are calculated. Both the recursive functions are calculated. So we can now return max of left comma right, which is 0 again. So finally this 0, which is written on top of the block, will be returned, and the white arrow here signifies that this is for the left variable, because this block originated from this left, that is the height root left. It originated from there basically. So this 0 will go back to that left only. Now once that happens, so 0 plus 1 in left will give us 1. So this is very clear that left will be 1. Once that happens, we'll resume our code and move on to the next step, that is right. Right is equal to height root right plus 1. So since 2 does not have a right child, it will return minus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 will give us 0. So again we can say that right is equal to 0 and return max. So max of 1 comma 0 will be 1. So that's exactly what I've written on top of the block. So now 1 will be returned, and the white arrow signifies here that this is for the left variable. So this 1 is for this left, because this left is what originated this root equals to, right? So 1 plus 1 in this left, this plus 1 plus 1 will give us 2. So we can say that this is also correct, that is left is equal to 2. Now we can see that left is equal to 2, so this part is done. Now moving on, we'll resume our code. Right is equal to height root right plus 1. Now this now through this we'll move on to the next block, that is the right child of 3. So the right child of 3 is 5. So root is equal to 5. Left is equal to height root left plus 1. Now again this is our recursive function, and this will originate the next block. This is where the next block will be originated. So root is equal to 4. 4 is the left child of 5, as you can see from the diagram. So again this is root is equal to 4, left is equal to height root left plus 1. This clearly 4 has no children, neither on the left nor on the right. So this will be minus 1 plus 1 equals 0. So this is justified. Left is equal to 0 is justified. Next we'll resume the code, that is right is equal to height root right plus 1. Again no children on right, so minus 1 plus 1 equals 0. So this is also justified. Right is equal to 0, and once both left and right are calculated, we'll return the maximum. So maximum of 0 comma 0 is 0, and that's what I've written on top of this block. This will be returned. This green arrow signifies that this is for the left variable again. So 0 plus 1 is 1. So this left is equal to 1. This is for this block. This is justified. Next, once this left variable is done, we'll move on to the next step. That is right is equal to height root right plus 1. So the right child of 5 from the diagram is 6. So as you can see, this root equals 6 has originated from this right variable, right? So root equals 6, left is equal to height root left plus 1. So 6 has no children, has no left children, as you can see. It has no child on the left. So minus 1 plus 1 equals 0. So this is right, that is left is equal to 0 is correct. Next, we'll move on to the next step, that is right is equal to height root right plus 1. Now from here, this root equals 7 block will be originating. So root equals 7, left is equal to height root left plus 1. Again, this is minus 1 plus 1 equals 0. So this is correct. Now moving on to the next step, right equals height root right plus 1. Again, right equals 0. This is also justified. And finally, we'll have to return maximum of 0, 0. So I have written this on top. That is, this is the number which will be returned. Blue arrow here signifies that this is for the right variable, because this is what this root equals 7 originated from. So 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. So this right equals 1 is also justified, and the maximum of this 0, 1 is 1, obviously. So I have written this on top of the block. So this will be returned. Yellow arrow signifies that this is for the right variable. So 1 plus 1 equals 2. So again, this is correctly written, that is right equals 2. We can say that right equals 2. Once these two are completed, we have to return the maximum of 1, 2. So that is 2. So that's why I've written this on top of the block. That is, now 2 has to be returned. Green here signifies that this is for the right variable, as you can see. And now 2 plus 1 equals 3. So we can say that right equals 3, as I have written here. So right equals 3, left equals 2. We got this from the previous calculations. And once both left and right are calculated, we have to return max. So maximum of 2, 3 is 3. And so that's why this 3 is written on top. And that is our answer. This is our answer. So we've got the same from when we visualized it on the example, that is the number of edges, that is 3, and also from the dry run that we just did. So let us now code this solution. So let's now code the solution. So it's exactly what I've discussed. 1 minus 1 int left is equal to height of root left plus 1 int right is equal to height of root right plus 1, and once this is done, we'll return the maximum of left comma right. So let's now run this code. Okay,
Okay, so the bracket was the error. Great. So this is the sample test case that I discussed. Let's now submit the code. Great. So I hope this was clear and thank you so much for watching.